Once you do action, it has to look convincing enough. I'm happy that I'm still able to pull it off. Then he's done Diwar, he's done Dawn. दो चीज़ें होती हैं, एक तो ज़बान साफ रहती है और दूसरे सामने वाली इज्जत की बीप लग जाती है. थोड़ी थोड़ी सीना जोड़ी, थोड़ी थोड़ी माथा पोड़ी, थोड़ा एक्शन, थोड़ा जैक्शन. बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप. Hi, this is Amitabh Bachchan and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
इस उम्र के सफ़र का कितना तवील रास्ता, इस उम्र के सफ़र का कितना तवील रास्ता तय मैंने कर लिया है और अब भी ताज़ा दम हूँ, बिल्कुल नहीं थका हूँ. हैरत की बात क्या है? When you talk about Amitabh Bachchan, this is absolutely right. He's absolutely taza dum still, and he's just going on and is an inspiration to millions of Indians and people the world over. Pleasure having you back, sir, on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you so much for having me.
ए बुड्ढे,
अबे बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप. थोड़ी सीना जोरी, थोड़ी थोड़ी माथा थोड़ी, थोड़ा एक्शन, थोड़ा जैक्सन. बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप.
As a die-hard fan of Amitabh Bachchan, I'm very excited about Bbuddah Hoga Tera Baap. And when you're seeing the promo, the thing is that I would love to buy a ticket and go and watch your film.
I'm very happy that you say so. When we were making the film, this was the intention of the director. He wanted to see me in the form that they've seen me, 30, 40 years ago. When he narrated the script to me, I liked it, and we just went ahead.
We've seen you doing action in 90s as well, but when we see you here, you're playing your age, but at the same time, when you are putting that guy down and the blood is oozing out of it, it's looking convincing. All the action and all, even in the bike scene.
एक बार मारना शुरू करता हूं तो मार ही देता हूं.
Once you do action, it has to look convincing enough. I'm happy that I'm still able to pull it off. I hope I have. But that's part of the story, part of the scenario of the film, part of the character. You just go ahead and do it. Once you make a commitment for a film, then you just go along with it.
So something about your co-star, I think Makarand Deshpande, you seem to be having a good time with him.
ए बुड्ढे,
वो लाल बोतल देख रहा है?
सोच समझ के जरा सामने तू आ.
Yes. Makarand is a very, very accomplished actor and a great joy to work with. He's always inventing something new and encouraging the person in front of him. Many people do not realize that if you have an accomplished artist with you, your own work shows up much better.
Now, when we see you're having a director in Puri Jagannath, he's a renowned name in South India. Off late, we've seen this, I think, phenomenon coming out that a lot of South Indians and remakes of South films, they have been working big time. We've seen already in recent times, Singham is looking very, very good as well. You feel that the typical, the high-octane fight sequences and high-octane typical masala films catering to the hinterland in 1980s and 70s is getting back once again?
This phenomena has been there ever since I've been in the movies. We used to remake some of their products which were successful. They used to remake some of our products. And many of the stars have, in the South have remade some of my films.
Namak Halal, Rajinikanth has made Namak Halal.
I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English because English is a very funny language.
I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English, you bloody fellow.
And Diwar.
आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंगें हैं, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास? मेरे पास माँ है.
இன்னைக்கு எனக்கு ஏக்கர் நிலம், பேங்க் பேலன்ஸ், பில்டிங், ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ், விரோதமான காரு. என்ன உங்ககிட்ட? என்கிட்ட அம்மா இருக்காங்க.
Then he's done Diwar, he's done Dawn.
डॉन का इंतजार तो 11 मुल्कों की पुलिस कर रही है, लेकिन सोनिया, एक बात समझ लो, डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है.
உலகத்துல இருக்கிற எல்லா நாட்டு போலீஸ்காரர்களும் பில்லாவுக்காக வெயிட் பண்றாங்க. பட் ஒன் திங் தீபா, இந்த பில்லா பிடிபட மாட்டான். இவனை யாராலையும் பிடிக்கவும் முடியாது.
NTR, MGR, they've all done, and we've done many of their films. I myself have been involved in the remake of Shivaji Ganeshan films and so on. But there's been a very healthy exchange of ideas and thoughts, and that's wonderful.
The dialogues of the film, I think they're working out. Across all the generations, people are just taking on to it. Which is your favorite dialogue from the film, Mr.?
Well, I thought that the usage of the word beep was pretty original. I myself have never, felt like using the expletives in my films, and so when the occasion came during the discussions that this is what you have to say, I said, we'll have to cut this out. So that's when Puri came about with this new idea of saying beep. As he says in the promos, as you may have seen, कि इससे दो चीजें होती है, एक तो ज़बान साफ रहती है और दूसरे सामने वाले की इज्जत की बीप लग जाती है. So it's a hilarious way of wanting to put somebody down and yet not going overboard.
One thing which is looking very convincing, as you're a producer of the film as well. The film's budget, I believe, somewhere around 10-12 crores.
10 crores.
Right, 10 crores, which is, I think, ideal. I discussed with Abhishek immediately before the release of Pa as well, that he said that during the first 2-3 days, I'll be safe in a safe territory. It's a wonderful budget to have for any film. It's a safe budget.
All films are good. All films succeed, provided you make them in a limited budget. Your costing, your financing should be okay. And we've always maintained that we'll make films which will be restrained budgets. So we made this in 10, and we've already sold our satellite for 13.5.
Right, exactly.
So at least our cost is covered. The rest, of course, is up to the audience what they do.
When you're coming up with Delhi Belly and all, does it bother you in any way, sir?
The more the merrier. This is not something new. There are many films that are released on the same day. If the film is good, if people want to see it, they will go and see, and they'll go and see both the films.
The Lagan event, the other day, memorable event.
Yes. Amir called me and he said, I'm having an evening in remembrance of Lagan and all the people that have been involved in his productions.
Right.
I, as you know, had done the voiceover as a commentary in Lagan, and I went across there. It was great.
मुझे बड़ा गर्व है कि मैं लगान जैसी फिल्म के साथ संबंधित हुआ और ऐसी फिल्में भारत में और भी बने. ये फिल्म ऑस्कर्स तक गई और हमारा भारत का झंडा विदेश में जाकर के गाड़ा गया. ये हमारे लिए बड़े गर्व की बात है.
सर एक बार सर प्लीज.
बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप.
There's a perception that apparently Mr. Bachchan went away a bit abruptly. I think you came very late. And
no, I was shooting. I was shooting, and I told him that I will be late, but then I'll definitely come and pay my respects and congratulations and leave.
Prakash, your next film is with him, Aarakshan. I think the promo was fantastic. It is having a very, very power-packed kind of theme to it as well. What kind of responses have you been getting for Aarakshan?
Very similar to what you've been saying.
Right.
It is a very powerful, intense film.
Right.
It's very topical. Right. It's a sensitive subject, and it's a subject that all of us at some point of time get involved in.
Sure.
It's not just about the reservation policy. Yes, it is a portion of the film.
क्या आप मुझ पर जातिवाद का आरोप लगा रहे हैं? Are you trying to accuse me of being a casteist?
But it looks at the larger aspect of education in the country, the capitation fees, admissions, coaching institutes that have erupted, the whole business of education, which has become very large. It looks at it in a very interesting way.
Finally, if you could please sing maybe one or two lines from Action Jackson, sir. So I'm a big fan of that song.
Thodi thodi seena jodi, thodi thodi mata podi, thoda action, thoda Jackson, Bbuddah Hoga Tera Baap.
क्या बात है?
थोड़ी थोड़ी सीना जोड़ी, थोड़ी थोड़ी माथा फोड़ी, थोड़ा एक्शन थोड़ा जैक्सन, बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप.
That was Amitabh Bachchan talking about his next film, Bbuddah Hoga Tera Baap. As a huge Amitabh Bachchan fan, I'm eagerly looking forward to that film. We would have loved to talk much more about a lot of your other films, where you played such characters, colorful characters. But I think some other day, Parag has promised us that. But thank you very much, sir, for being on Bollywood Hungama.
Thanks.
And all the best wishes for Bbuddah Hoga Tera Baap and all your future ventures.
Much appreciate that. Thank you so much.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
थोड़ी थोड़ी सीना जोड़ी, थोड़ी थोड़ी माथा फोड़ी, थोड़ा एक्शन थोड़ा जैक्सन, बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप, बुड्ढा होगा तेरा बाप.